Now, hi. You need to mind your own business. You know what I hear? Two Chains. When he be like, you need to mind your own business. Be your own hero. It's okay to be the people's champ, but you can't be everything for everybody because that's shirk. Okay, that's idol worship. That's how people get placed in the fire. Okay, people have to do their own thing. Now, what has this spiritual journey taught this person? Let's get into it. So you're definitely more susceptible to higher, higher level connections, connections that have depth, spirituality, open heart space. Nothing pessimistic, nothing codependent, nothing non-believing whatsoever. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, well, spiritual advice, enlighten me. Like I want to amplify on this more because we being our own hero. When I leave from a place of love, people respect me. Why I feel like it's the opposite. When you feel like you're leading from a place of love, people are trying to take advantage of that because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know you like that. They don't know you to be this doting, loving creature. But your hard work is paying off though, because you're doing the work. And that was a turn on. I don't know, that energy shifted real quick. Like, those who know me, to know me is to love me. Okay? If you don't love me, that's your loss. That's your loss. Because this is the space that I'm leading from. This is the teachings I bring to the table. There's a lot of love on this table, and dedication and hard work. Done with that. I'm done with that. And who is this? Who is this girl, man? Like, why? Tell me about your crush. No, I don't call her a crush. She's the people's champ. She's somebody who can influence, can move a nation with her knowledge and her infinite wisdom, her dualities. Like she has education, but she's also deeply spiritual. And when she speaks, she has that ability to inspire people to want to listen to her. And she speaks with facts. She can show you and cross reference the things that she learned, like a whole spiritual guru, a true teacher. She has a way of turning a lot of disrespect and betrayal and hard times into a loving thing. Like, that's no easy feat. That has to be a gift of some sort. Like, she's been abused in the past, and her mental is stronger than ever because her spiritual, she has like a really good relationship with the higher power, with the Most High, and she understands the mission. When she's being put in these situations that are meant to betray her, she still operates with an open heart because that's the purpose. That God will never forsake you, no matter how difficult it is. Now, everyone who knows tarot knows the Ten of Swords is the ultimate painful ending, disrespect. Like, I can't take no more. Look how she's laying there, looking at her phone. Like, she's in deep-rooted agony and pain. And even if you look at the illustration, there's a lot of pointy, icy things. Like, it looked like Titanic or something, like a bunch of icebergs out there. That's just not cool, this whole depiction. Yet and still, she is her own hero. And she is uh, really a divine feminine because this is the place she operates from. Open heart, a place of love. She earns her respect. She understands it's not given. She doesn't demean herself to fit in. She's very authentic. She just walks to the beat of her own drum. She takes her time when it comes, when love, first of all, what you have to understand about love is you have to give it oxygen to grow. It just don't turn out like this. Like she might stand brighter than most people because she's chosen to be brighter than most people because she's built to handle things like this with integrity. That's why she operates with an open heart. So you look at this illustration here, and you look at this big, tall, pink flower. That's heart space, and it has different abstracts of pink in it. So she speaks with a lot of depth. She feels with a lot of depth. I'm pretty sure your ancestors can feel her love. And I'm not being sarcastic, but I am, but comically speaking. And this person understands that you have to take your time for it to be built on solid ground. It can't be built on a faulty foundation. But yet and still she's moving forward, even though she's kind of stubborn. This Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it's a stubbornness that I feel like comes with this person. She's very headstrong. You know, it's not easy to persuade her and manipulate her. And when people realize that, they disrespect her. They try to anyway, but what is she? What did I say right there? She's her own, be your own hero, right? If they can teach that, if they can be that, they can teach it, okay? Because you preach it, you have to teach, you have to be it. You have to walk the talk with this person. A new journey. I feel like this person comes with a lot of alchemist energies. Actually, this person has died and killed off the last person to become somebody new a lot. I feel like she does that a lot. Like somebody could remind her of something. It's like, I don't even know what you're talking about because that's not the type of person I am. And she's not being like pretending to be dumb or nothing. Like she's really means it. Like I alchemist energy. I transmute energy. I represent Scorpio. Okay, I represent the death and transformation. When there's a death, there's a rebirth. And when there's a death, there's a permanent ending. Okay, it's not a temporary thing. Oh, I'll be back to this foolery. It's like it only becomes toxic for her or him because they've outgrown the space. So they have to alchemist that energy. I'm going to use my astrology cards because I'm talking about signs now. Just like the energies that different signs represent. And talking about Scorpio, like these energy of these cards, it's like death and rebirth. Because that's one ending. And that's like, look at this person. How did you turn out to be this person when you're feeling like that? Whenever there's a 10, there's an 8. So you have to understand a lesson. Like when you look at it from a religious standpoint, that's God putting you through a test. You understand the mission. Like this woman clearly understands the mission. That's why she stands tall like that. And she has nothing to argue with anybody about. I said something about Scorpio, right? That's the Scorpio symbol right there. That's Aquarius. That's Taurus. And that's Leo. So stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability. And it has the rose there. That's significant too. That's like confirmation. This is a person who, a fixed person doesn't believe in the who, the what, the whens, the wheres, the whys. This is a person who, okay, I see what the problem is. Let me fix it so I can keep moving forward. I don't care how it happened. It's just, it happened. Now let's get to it. And on the bottom, you got house 4. Oops, sorry. On the bottom, you have house 4. That's cultural, family roots, home, peace, comfort. So really, I feel like this is people close enough to her that started some shit, started some stuff that they only deem to get on top of her, but it's not going to work because she's rebellious. That Aquarius energy is very rebellious energy. They are humanitarians, they are progressive, originality. They walk to the beat of their own drum. And what's under that? Your North Node. Okay, so this is a person. Oh, wait. Look what's underneath that. Did I say something about Scorpio energy? Now, now who's making it up? I know I'm not. We're gonna leave that right there. Scorpio energy, because that's the overall energy. That's the energy that I feel is on this reading in this North Node. Your hard work is paying off. I bet you a lot of people who think they know math don't know what a decillionaire is. Not even a sextillionaire. Just like there's 0, 10, 100, 1,000, 100,000, etc. But when you reach a million, it's 9 other levels above that. And people really know million, a billion, trillion, and they stop there. They don't know nothing past that, mathematically speaking. But a decillionaire is the ultimate. It don't get more wealthier than that. I don't know anybody who's a decillionaire. I believe in myself to be a decillionaire, or at least strive to get it, right? This person had to learn, to operate from her feminine energy so she can be in a place of receiving, but it's also a masculine energy in a sense where she's taking accountability for what she wants. You honor your self-worth by asking for what you want, by going after what you want. And it takes time to build these things. And you're building it with intellect, passion, spiritual journey, like you're destined to have. Everything that you're destined to have is coming. Why? Because you know how to turn tragedy into stability, cultural, family roots, home, peace, and comfort. I feel like somebody tried to attack your castle. Someone tried to burn your castle down, and you didn't stand for it. You stood up and fought. Like, this was like 10 people. This is 10 swords. One person didn't do this. This is like multiple people who ganged up against you. Somebody who's in your house or close enough to you in your personal space. Look at those 2 eggs. Or tried to make your person team up against you with them, right? And they wanted to deter your character. They wanted to manipulate your character to get you to just buck, right? But what ended up happening was, you're so damn passionate and devout and like loyal. Like, this is a lot of loyal energy. The Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant represents a fixed sign as well, This could be somebody this is a traditionalist too. This is a person who's married. Or it could have been somebody who was previously married. So either you or your person, they pulled out a lot of stops to really just ruin your stability, your newfound success. Because when you put this together, you got fixed. That's Cancer energy. House 4 is Cancer. It's about family, stability, security. So somebody really tried to mess up your new journey, like your new life. And this is progressive because the night comes after the page, right? And you just stayed at it. Like, you act like that's like you were unbothered. And that threw people off, right? Because this energy right here, this Scorpio energy, is like very intense. It's renewing. It's also about remerging, coming together, right? But it's not in its traditional way. Like, everything about it that's new. It's very different. It's very different how you're building, because it's like your spirit. When someone's on their spiritual journey, the purpose of it is you're coming out of your South Node to go to your North Node. Like, you're getting out of karmic debt. And I feel like this last Saturn retrograde was in Aquarius, and it represents karma. It represents you reap what you sow. So what have you sown? You got people coming at you everywhere. They hate your guts. Clearly, they tried to kill you. They tried to take your person. They tried to attack your family. They tried to attack your finances. Shit. They attacked your credit. Like, all kinds of identity fraud. Like, you getting hit with a lot of things at once. And you still manage to keep an open heart. somebody's watching you and how you're handling these things with the utmost integrity. You have your moments where you get a little frustrated, but if somebody is really watching you and you're there, but you don't know that you're teaching this person how to handle themselves in the face of adversity. This is what you do. This is what you're made of. You walk out the house prepared. The house, like when I say that, is like how you grew up. You come from disrespect. You come from a place, not, that's not coming out right. You were raised in an environment that was like very dysfunctional, just very fixed in that toxic energy, just very traditional to put up with things that are dysfunctional and things like that. And that you manage to alchemist that energy, Scorpiana. And it's a lot. It's like a few. Like these are both fixed signs. Like you put them together, that's a lot of passion for people, for making the world a better place, for teaching people, how to lead from a place of love. Like I feel like this is King of Swords energy. That's all the kings are fixed energy, right? So the King of Swords is Aquarius, and that's a sharp and intellectual person. That's a public speaker. It can also represent attorneys and lawyers and things like that, police, whatever. But what I'm saying is, this is somebody who takes the lead, especially with the Hierophant there. That's another fixed sign. That's Taurus energy. But it's grounded. It's grounded. Honestly, your fourth house is in Taurus, to be exact. So what does that mean? It means that you don't know who to trust. Like you've seen betrayal in religious leaders, uh, family and friends, even business colleagues, and you're like,